Okay, we're at 6327 Englewood Avenue. I'm doing a sanitary lateral inspection for the purchase of a home. We're looking for any root intrusion or structural issues, things that would be of concern to the buyer. We're going through the outside clean out. It's a PVC clean out that was installed just to the left of the front door if you're facing the house. And we're going to be going out towards the street. We'll go downstream, and then we're going to try to go upstream and see if we can get into the interior cast iron. We tried previously, and so there's a standoff on the camera now to hopefully when we go back upstream it'll be more centered and we'll be able to get it in through that smaller pipe. So this is all clay. So far this all looks really good. It is pretty common to have stuff like this where you just see a little bit of water sitting at a seam where it's a tiny bit offset. These are like a male and female, kind of like a bell. One end fits in the other, and they would pack it around there to they would pack the joint around there to seal it with like a tar material. That's where, let's see, it looks like there is actually, on this turn, it looks like maybe something coming into it, but it's hard to see. But we located this spot prior, and this is a okay. We're gonna have to try to get a better look on the way back. It keeps pushing the camera underwater for the seams. There we go. But we should be getting close to the main here. I haven't seen any indication of any backups, and like we mentioned, this is all off the property here. You can see that there was actually a repair made, it looks like, to the main, because this looks like this is the tap, and the way this is set up, it drops straight down with the tap across the street. Looks like this was all replaced with PVC. This is all originally, these mains are brick, so this would have been clay all the way out. So there's been a repair at some point made by the sewer district. See, if you look in the bottom left hand corner, that tells you the degree at which the camera's hanging. So we're about 15 to 20 degrees. It looks like we're coming up and evening out right here. There'll be a little bit because of the standoff on the front of the camera. We'll change that a little bit. You can see all the steam going through there too. That's kind of obstructing a little bit of the view, but you can definitely see if there were any structural issues or anything going on. There's a little bit of water here. This spot here is under the street. It's past the curb, so if there is ever any future issues with this spot, this would be the responsibility of MSD. But everything seems to look pretty good. The that water in the bottom of the pipe, there were no solids or anything built up in that, so it doesn't show any indication causing any problems or anything, even the stuff under the street that we mentioned before. And we are back at the clean out. Hanging vertical. And so I'm going to pull the camera out, wipe it off, and then we'll see if we can get back into the house. Okay, so I've got this turned. And we are heading upstream. And I'm hoping that this will center the camera a little better when we get up to the house. And here's the cast iron. And we were successful there. So we are back into the cast iron. Looks like there's a connection or a clean out right inside the wall. So right inside on the basement floor. And there's a tie-in from the left. And so it's going to jump around a lot more when I push in because of the cast iron's rough. It's just, it builds up a bunch of rust on it, so it's never really looks great, but it's like it's functioning well. So we'll be able to see a little bit better on the way back. There's another tie-in. That may be the end. It looks like I'm going into like 2-inch there. This may be the end of the line. I'm about 40 feet in, so I'm going to pause the video and get a locate because that may be where it drops into since we're going upstream, it was where the 2-inch comes into the main line, which is probably for the laundry and kitchen, which is why there's that, all the buildup right there. Some of the nastiest lines are kitchen lines from the grease and all the stuff that comes down the sink. So again, I'm going to pause the video, get a locate, and verify that we're at least at the back of the house. Okay, so we are in the back. This is where we're right in front of a floor drain, and this is where the sink and laundry on the left side of the house come in. And so the pipe reduces. And then from the right side is where the upstairs bathroom comes in. I'm running some water just to verify that. And so, because the way it is it actually is turning to the right, and so that's as far as we're going to be able to get. But you can see the flow coming right back at the camera. That's what we were looking for, just to verify that where we are on the connection, and that we're as far back as where the toilet and everything comes in from the main bathroom. So everything looked great. Really, the worst spot in the whole, the worst spot in the line was just that slight bit of pipe that had sunk, and that was out in the street, which again is the property of MSD. So we were able to inspect the line. You can see something here coming in from the left. That is a downstairs toilet in the basement. And we should be coming out of the pipe here soon. And there we are, out of the cast iron and back into the clay. And we'll be coming back into the clean out here in a second. And we are vertical. So, didn't find any issues there. I will make note of the just the slight bit of water collecting, the little bit of a belly out in the street. That's not something that MSD would dig up to fix. It's not, I didn't see any buildup in the area, any solids to make me think that there's anything going on at the moment. But it is something that I will make note of, and they will have information for the future. If it does ever cause anything in the future, they can provide that to the sewer district for them to make the proper repair or maintenance. So that will end the inspection at 6327 Englewood Avenue in Gulf Manor.